Hey everyone, I'm glad to have you all with me today. This is none other than Chef Scott, yours truly, your personal chef. Welcome to the Food for Thought Network and welcome to my show, Food for Thought, Cooking with Chef Scott. Listen, today we're going to have a wonderful meal. As you see right here, boom! It's going to be none other than my fried cabbage along with some turkey sausage. And you'll see that this will be a gourmet meal because you'll see the other vegetables that I mixed together with it and make it so wonderful. And it's going to be simply delicious. It's going to be simply nutritious. And the best part about it, you won't have to do the dishes. You're going to eat it all up. So without any further ado, come on and join me as we prepare this wonderful meal of this fried cabbage with turkey sausage.
Hello everyone, this is none other than Chef Scott. We're getting ready to make this beautiful fried cabbage with turkey sausage. I just want to introduce to you some of the foods that we'll be utilizing to cook along with it. As you'll notice here, I have here some sliced carrots, beautiful. And I like cooking with fresh vegetables. Not that there's a difference between the nutritional value from those that are wrapped, but I just like it. And here are some wonderful celery, fresh celery cut up already. And then I also diced up some wonderful peppers. I have a green bell pepper, which is only about a fourth bell pepper. Then I have some sweet orange peppers and red peppers. See those all together? And I have here also, yes, you see it for yourself, I diced up or sliced up some wonderful zucchini and squash. It's going to be going in with the cabbage. This is great. I have here, as you see, some beautiful mushrooms, fresh mushrooms. I have here some scallions, and at the bottom base of it, I have some yellow onions, which is none other than the Vidalia. Here's my turkey sausage. So if you need to get some sausage, get some turkey sausage. Keep it healthy. And then obviously the main course is a head of cabbage. I've already cleaned the cabbage and everything like that, and cut a few leaves from the outside so that I already have it in the bowl. So let's get ready to get started so we can get all this done and you can see what we do. All right. First of all, I have this wonderful pan here, and it's going to be utilized to do a little sauteing first of all, and get some of these onions and get some of these peppers a little caramelized, a little softer. So we're going to start with that now. Okay, what I normally do, I turn my stove on. You'll see my stove right there. Generally, on my stove, a medium is kind of like about number 5, but I started probably about number 4 or so, just so we can start getting a little bit of oil in the pan, get it a little heated up, and as you'll see, as it's heating up, it'll start to be able to cook real good so we can get these vegetables in there. So let's go. All right, stove on number 4. All right, I have a virgin olive oil that I use. Here's about 2 tablespoons because it's going to cover the entire base of the actual pan. And got that in there nice. I'm going to swish it around a little bit so we cover all the actual sides. Swishing around real nice. Alrighty then. I'm not going to be cooking these other vegetables the amount of time as I'll be cooking the cabbage. So the cabbage is going to be cooking for a longer period of time, generally about 40-45 minutes, because we want to get it to a good consistency, but we like to have it a little bit soft because we want to have it too crunchy or too hard. Okay, so this oil is already getting warm. I like that. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to start taking my actual onion and my mushrooms, and I'm going to start putting it in this actual pan here. It's a lot of onions and mushrooms. And wonderful. And I'm going to start taking the peppers. These peppers here. Beautiful. I wish you all could smell this aroma, because this is really, it fumigates the room and it just makes it smell so good. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my plastic spatula. When you're cooking with these type of non-stick utensils, you want to make sure you use, or like I said, the pan or skillet, you want to make sure you use some utensils that won't scratch it. Because once you scratch it, it's going to be some problems. It will not be non-stick anymore. So I got those actually spread it out. And the colors are just simply beautiful. I mean, you all can see it for yourself. My goodness, this is gonna be delicious. And I think I already told you, you shouldn't have to do the dishes. Okay, while that's getting heated and everything like that, I'm gonna start putting some vegetables in the actual back pan that I have. And I'm gonna utilize that to kind of cook some of these vegetables down a little bit before I even get the cabbage going good. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this and put about the same thing, the number 4, which is kind of like a medium, and I got some more olive oil that I'm going to put in here, which is again about the same amount, about 2 tablespoons, because what I'm making sure I'm doing, I just want to make sure I'm covering the base, so the actual base of the actual pan is covered with the oil. I use olive oil because olive oil tends to be a more pure oil, and it doesn't have a lot of these other chemicals in it. So I like olive oil. Okay, so you'll see both of those cooking at the same time. And what I'm going to do is, or I should say heating up at the same time. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to go ahead and start adding the zucchini and the carrots to the actual back eye where I have these this other black pan. And this allows them just, because what I'm trying to do is just get them soft and get them ready and prepared so that once I do put them into the cabbage, it has a really good consistency. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of seasoning in it. And generally, most people know who watch my cooking shows know that I generally cook, with 3 seasonings: sea salt, garlic powder, and also some ground pepper. Today, I'm going to use also, I have here some minced garlic. I have some minced garlic in here. So it's about, I'd say maybe about 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. Minced garlic tends to be able to spread that garlic flavor all around the vegetables and the vegetables that you use to cook with. And so it tends to do a really good job. So I love the minced garlic because it really, like I said, it really cooks in real good. I'm going to go ahead and start adding some of the actual sausage to it. And this is going to be just great. Now this is, like I said, turkey sausage. And we're going to mix that right on in there real good. I'm going to put this other bowl out the way. And the turkey sausage cooks pretty good, pretty fast or quick in comparison to some of the pork. All right. Oh my God. This aroma is just, woo, captivating. I almost forget we're doing this as cabbage. Hey, look at it there. Woo-hoo-hoo. My goodness. That is really good. All right, gonna stir some of these vegetables on the back eye out. You'd hardly even think that these are going with the same meal, but they are. Believe me, when I do the plating of this tonight, this is gonna be, like I said, wunderbar. Wunderbar. A little bit of German. All right. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start to cut my cabbage up. So while that's cooking there, if you direct your eyes to the right over here, we have this head of cabbage. And so I've already taken the leaves that I already have cut off the cabbage already. There are the leaves that I actually had to wash off also that are put in this little bowl here. And as you'll see, they're not big, real big chunks, but I don't like to have a whole head of cabbage when I make this type of meal. So make sure that you all can see real quick. And I'm going to start my little cutty cut. All right. Cutty cut. And I'm actually going to just cut half at a time. And do a little bit of chopping up at that point. Yep. And I wasn't more time. There we go. All righty then, I'm going to put this on here on the side real quick. And I'm going to take these here. And like I said, I'm going to chop it up some. I really don't want them in the big, you really don't want your cabbage, at least when I'm cooking it like this, I really don't want them large sizes because I want them to be able to cook down easy. But I'm not trying to get no real small, little teeny weeny type things because you want to have some kind of bite in your cabbage. Especially if you're going to be cooking your cabbage like that. Or I say cooking it like this, you want to have a good bite. Doesn't have to be a big bite, but a good bite will be fine. You notice I'm tucking my fingers in. If you're going to cook food, learn how to tuck your fingers in. Because if you don't, you may cut your own finger off and that will ruin your meal. Believe me, the meal will be no good. So I've already cut them going that angle. And a little bit like this angle. Getting these best angles possible. And that's good. So let me put it in the bowl. And as I put them all in the bowl, I have control. A little bit of rhyming for you. You know, I didn't even charge for that one. Okay. We're almost there. Almost there. Come on, come on, come on. Yay. All right. So you see we got the cabbage all totally cut up. And it's like in the little small fine type of cuts, but not really so that you take away the bite. It still has a good bite to it. You see the vegetables in the back still cooking good. And our main pan right here. I also had the actual celery, as I mentioned earlier, that was already cut up. I'm getting ready to put the celery in also. So here we go. Let's celebrate with the celery. Wonderful. Look at those colors. That'll entice you in itself just by looking at these beautiful colors of these vegetables going with the meal. I'm going to slide the camera over a little bit more, get a better angle, so you'll be able to see both eyes cooking at the same time. And as they say in the courtroom, the eyes have it. And you know, that's talking about the cooking eyes. Yeah. Okay, not funny. Oh, well, all right. Anyhow, anywho. All right. So as that's going real good, I'm going to get ready to add the actual cabbage because, as I said, as the actual cabbage is cooking too, you're going to find out that the sausage and everything else is going to be cooking, and it takes a little while. But I just wanted to make sure we already had all these things mixed together, because what they're doing right now, the flavor is mixing together also, and that's what's making this thing just so incredible. All right, or I should say this meal so very incredible. All right, so let me go ahead and stir this back eye with this vegetable right here, and we should be almost ready to put the cabbage in. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, this is good. Now I'm going to do a little exchange because I like to be able to watch the actual pan that I'm cooking with the most. I like to be able to watch that closely, so I'm going to swap these up real quick. Like this goes to the back here. They're all on the same temperature. That goes to the front. I'm going to turn it down just a little bitty bit. While that's cooking, I'm going to put it like on about a number 2. This one here, I'm going to actually be adding the cabbage to cook in, and then I'll add the other vegetables a little bit later. So let's come right on in so we can see it real good. There we go. All right, cabbage is ready. So let's go on in here and see what we can see. All right. And as you know, cabbage always goes in bulky, kind of big, but it cooks down. There's a piece here. I'm going to try to cut a little bit more, or just tear it. Yeah. Cabbage cooks down, and as it's going, so there are people who sometimes they'll add water to theirs and everything, but initially I don't add water to mine. I just like to allow it to be able to cook in its own juices, and with the actual oil that we have in here and the mixture of the actual carrots and the zucchini, this is just, I'm telling you, nobody makes a cabbage like this. This is going to be incredible, delicious, and edible. Okay, I'm trying to flip a few more of these so I can get some of these vegetables right stirred into it really good. You're seeing them out, these carrots coming to the top with the zucchini. So here we go. We're going to put this lid on. And to keep that flavor and the savior in that actual batch of cabbage. So that actuality, you're seeing the carrots being cooked in there. You're seeing also the actual zucchini, the squash, all cooking together, which is going to make this a masterful meal. Delicious. Now I'm about completed cooking on the back guy, the actual food that I have for the back. I'm getting ready to add that into the actual cabbage. So you're going to see a beautiful mixture or a melody put together, and these colors and these flavors are just going to be just totally awesome. Okay, when I raise up the lid, I always want to raise the lid where it's away from me so that the actual heat doesn't jump onto me, or any of the oil or any of the other moisture that comes from the actual cabbage. You don't want that to jump on you and burn you. So again, I'm going to raise it away, and then I'm going to take the actual lid away from the actual pan so I can set it down. You see how that steam? You don't want to take that in the face. Now, as I said, I didn't add any water because, again, we didn't need water added because the steam from the steam on the actual cabbage was being cooked in along with that oil. Oh my God, this is just beautiful. Literally beautiful. All right. Let me get ready to go over here to add these other vegetables to it so you can see how I combine both of them. And this is just going to be just fabulous. Now, I'm not going to put the whole pan in because I don't need to put the whole pan in, but I am going to put a good portion of it. So you'll be able to see how we're getting all these flavors together. Isn't that beautiful? My goodness. You won't find this meal on your everyday counter. So, I think I might add a little bit more. Yeah. Get it all in here real nice. Wow. Matter of fact, let's just go ahead. Let's just go for it. I ain't scared. All right. We'll put that whole pan in there. Oh boy. These aromas, this smell is just incredible. I'm going to turn off the back eye since I'm through with it. Whenever you finish cooking on the eye, immediately turn it off. Let me put this pan out of the way. So we can come back over here and do our stirring, because this is just pulling the cabbage to the top a little bit more, blending it really good. My goodness. Do y'all see this? Oh, I am telling you, talking about a full gourmet meal. This is that king. You want to cook. This is the one that you want to make for the person that you love, and you want them to fall in love with you. Yeah, it will happen. Matter of fact, next time you want to propose to somebody, don't ask them, will you marry me? Just ask them, would you mind me cooking for you for the rest of your life, and put this meal in front of them. I guarantee you, you will hear the echo, yes. Yes. All right. I'm going to put the top on just a little bit more, cook these cabbage down a little bit more. And probably within the next 10 minutes, we'll be through. And I'm telling you, this is just going to be, whew, stellar. All right. It's piping hot and about ready to take out, and let's see this masterful masterpiece. And then we're going to do a plating on this plate, this meal. And we'll just see what we just see. Bring it a little bit closer so you'll be able to see it once I actually take off this lid. And let's see where we're at. Make sure you get the steam out. Take this lid out the way. Is that beautiful or what? That is what I call beautiful. Layered and cooked. See, and that's what you want to do So you're not only cooking the actual steam out, but you're actually cooking it so that it's not only tenderizing your actual cabbage, but it's cooking all that delicious flavors from the red peppers and the yellow peppers and the orange peppers and the beautiful carrots and the beautiful mushroom all together with the wonderful Veldelia onions and none other than the scallions. My goodness, that sounds like one of those alien type of races. The scallions. Hey. So that's what you have right there. That's beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and plate the meal, and I will be right back and let you see the plated meal. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. My Chef Scott fried cabbage with turkey sausage. Simply delicious and nutritious. Bon appetit.